I'm joined now by Keith Brackpool, president of CHRB, also an owner in here with Farley Star, the 2. She's a 7-year-old mare in great form. Has she trained on forwardly since those last starts at Santa Anita?
She's trained on very well. I always thought she was a promising horse. She was bred and owned and raced in England by my oldest and dearest friend, Alan Parker, and she had nothing but problems. She stood on a nail in Rogers' yard. She was out for a year. He sent her out to breed. She cannot breed. They tried her twice. She cannot breed. She's a full sister to Lover Girl, so they've always intended on breeding her. And there were no options left, so they brought her back into training, and it just weren't any races for her, so they sent her to me. And then I have raced her here, but it took me a year to get her to the races, so she's an unlucky mare.
She's got some tough competition as well, quite a few next out winners. We're just going the mile and a 16th. Any concerns that that's a little too short for her, perhaps?
Well, I do before the race. I just said to Carla, I think it's a little short. There are no races at a mile and a quarter. It's a very hard distance, as you know. So we'll see. Carla thinks that there's enough pace in this race, so we'll see.
And you mentioned racing overseas. I have to ask, did you see Frankel's performance this morning in the Guineas?
I did. I still have goosebumps. I mean, it was just extraordinary. It was just extraordinary. I've never seen a race like that. I mean, he's running against other Group 1 winners. I mean, it was just amazing, amazing.
Well, racing fan through and through, Keith Brackpool, and he is the 2, Farley Star, here for the 4th.
And one of the titles Mr. Brackpool has is Chairman Brackpool, chairman of the California Horse Racing Board. And I've always admired owners. I mean, it's enough responsibility being an owner, then you take on that added responsibility, serving on the California Horse Racing Board. He does a lot for us here in California, but as you could tell, he still monitors what goes on in the global scale with horse racing, and he saw that effort by Frankel this morning. You were on air when it happened live, Frank.
Well, I just have to say the same thing as Keith said. You just can't believe it. And, well, this is him at about the halfway stage right there.
Yeah, that's just a little bit of what you'll be seeing later on. Frankel's performance in the 2000 Guineas this morning at Newmarket. One of the most spectacular performances in that historic race. We will show you the whole thing later on. Back here at Hollywood Park, we have a grass race as well, but not of the import of the 2000 Guineas. Instead, it's a $40,000 claimer. Ron, I have to ask you, because you're going to be leaving us in a little bit to go saddle in race number 5. You have a horse coming up in that allowance race on the grass. Do you mind when there's a race on the grass prior to yours?
No, not at all. I mean, yeah, you worry about divots and things like that, but, you know, it's unusual when they run 2 in a row, but these were 2 quality races, and I didn't give it a thought until you just said that.
Well, sorry, well, I'm just trying to give you alibis. When you talk to the owner, if things don't go the way you thought. I've never seen back-to-back races on the turf at Hollywood. This is very unusual.
That's a new one.
I put that in there for you.
That's going to be excuse number 42.
Yeah,
42.
Right,
but because Frank had epiglottis, trapped epiglottis number 1. Where's that on your list? Is that top 10?
Epiglottis? No, not really. No. That always means surgery, and then they always want to send them out. I want to keep them in. You know, get that day money.
Yeah. I just got a new one. They stood on the nail. Farley Star. Oh, he stood on the nail.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, as Mr. Brackpool let us know. There is the one, My Maloof Rocker. Should be the one to catch from the inside, but hasn't raced since last year.
Yeah, but sometimes that's a good thing with these fresh type of horses, you know. Those horses that show some speed like this, and, you know, they kind of train themselves. And I would say that she's probably fit enough.
The 4, currently at odds of 4-1, is Lady Alex. She would seem to be a logical challenge to My Maloof Rocker. Is the selection of Ron Ellis. And Ron,
she looks good.
Yeah, I mean, in Lady Alex's case, we have seen her be able to sit off the leaders and relax.
Yeah, and I thought she had some past class. John Sadler dropped her way down to $20,000 level. She really responded with an easy 6-length win, came back, and I thought just dominated against 32s. Sometimes when these fillies get on a roll, I like to follow them right up the ladder, especially if they have a little bit of past class to them. But, you know, Farley Star deserves to be the favorite. She's coming off a nice win. My Maloof Rocker definitely has the past class to be able to get it done today.
Frank, before our FSN Prime audience joined us, you gave out to the TVG audience a Pick 5 ticket that's still going on. So you're 3 for 3. What do you have here in race 4?
I got the 1, My Maloof Rocker, and the 2, Farley Star. So we got a speed, and then I got to come from behind her, Farley Star. There's the 1, My Maloof Rocker. Apparently just acting up a little bit, but she looks pretty good. She's not getting overly hot.
And as they move into line, the 2, Farley Star, will be our post-time favorite in here. About to go from 7-5 on your screen to 3-2. The second choice, as you mentioned, Frank, is the 1, My Maloof Rocker, at 5-2. Ideal conditions here at Hollywood Park for racing as they step into the gate for race number 4 on the firm going. A mile and a 16th claiming event for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upward. Claiming price $40,000 on down to $35,000.
Farley Star goes in.
The 2 moves in. Farley Star, our favorite.
Siberian Heart.
Now in the middle of the field is the 5 Siberian Heart. One of our bigger prices in here at 14-1. Let's go up to track announcer Vic Stauffer live. Race number 4 from Hollywood Park on FSN Prime and TVG.
Rainbow Luck. They're at the post. They're off. My Maloof Rocker and Lady Alex break well. Initial Impression and Siberian Heart are close up. Farley Star drafts in at the rail. Rainbow Luck away second to last, and the early trailer is LEL. My Maloof Rocker and Lady Alex at the clubhouse turn. My Maloof Rocker a neck in front. Lady Alex is second by a length and a half to Farley Star, who continues to advance at the rail. She's third now and about 2 from the front. Siberian Heart and Initial Impression are fourth and fifth with 3 lengths to make up. LEL is at the rail 4 lengths behind, and outside of her it's Rainbow Luck as they turn and make their run up the Hollywood Park backstretch, and My Maloof Rocker and Lady Alex are still 1-2. My Maloof Rocker a measured neck in front of Lady Alex in second. Farley Star is in perfect striking position. She's at the rail third and less than a length and a half off the lead. Siberian Heart is just to her outside. Then comes Initial Impression. She is the gray. In the green and white and about 3.5 off the lead. Then LEL and Rainbow Luck, 5 lengths from first to last. No change going into the far turn. My Maloof Rocker and Lady Alex still 1-2. My Maloof Rocker leads 3/4 of a length from Lady Alex in second. Farley Star is still there at the rail. She's less than 2 from the front. Initial Impression splits horses. LEL goes with her. Siberian Heart and Rainbow Luck absolutely wide open. Here comes Lady Alex outside of My Maloof Rocker. My Maloof Rocker just ahead in front. Lady Alex is second. Farley Star still has a length and a half to make up. Rainbow Luck and Lady Alex and My Maloof Rocker come to the wire. Farley Star is going to join them. 3 come to the wire. My Maloof Rocker, Farley Star, My Maloof Rocker, and Farley Star. Wow, that is an inch either way. My Maloof Rocker and Farley Star hit it dead together. Lady Alex a close third.
Another close finish here at Hollywood Park, this time on the turf. Let's pick them up one more time. Deep stretch on the inside, the 1 My Maloof Rocker, the 4 Lady Alex in between. But look at the late surge here from the 2 Farley Star.
Well, Ron, you had just said that if the 2 had got out, she would have won this race. And then all of a sudden, she just finds an extra little sprint, and it's very close. I'll let you call this one, Ron.
Well, it's close, and it's a little more deceiving, our camera angle on the turf course than it is on the main course. So this is going to be a very close finish here. But if Chantel Sutherland got up, she was trapped around the turn. A nice ground-saving ride, but she might have gotten out just in time.
And again, the 2 horses involved, the 1 My Maloof Rocker to the inside at 5-2. Your post-time favorite, the 2 Farley Star, surges to the outside for Chairman Brackpool. And then in between, finishing third, will be the 4 Lady Alex. Photo sign reveals the 2 Farley Star at 3-2. 2-1, 4-3. That is 3-2 over 5-2, over 7-2, over 8-1. Trainer Carla Gaines coming down to the winner's circle. And Chairman Brackpool coming down the stairs with a big smile on his face. And why not? This is why you get involved in the game.
That's right. And he's a great fan of the sport and a good man for the offices, too.
Let's pick up on the far turn where Farley Star is at this point in that trip that Ron was alluding to.
Yeah, well, Ron, explain this to us.
Well, this is always a great trip on the turf, ground-saving ride if you can get out. And right here, it did not look like Chantel was going to be able to get the 2 Farley Star out. She's still trapped here. Martin Garcia doing a very nice job of just biding his time until they turn for home, keeping her in that box. And when Martin asked his horse to go Lady Alex, she took off. My Maloof Rocker also responded. That really put Chantel, had to get to the outside, and when she finally does, you can see Farley Star really lengthen her stride. She knows where the wire is and wants to get there first.
Yeah, you know, I thought that maybe the 1 and the 4 got a little close there. I thought Rafael Bejarano might have come off the fence a little bit, might have just put Lady Alex off her game a little bit. But Farley Star, who had won it at 1.25 miles last time out, was very much at home at this 1 1/16.
Welcome back to Hollywood Park. I'm Todd Schrupp along with Frank Lyons. Coming to the winner's circle in race number 4 is your selection, Frank.
Yeah.
Farley Star.
And there is the owner, Keith Brackpool, chairman of the horse racing out here, and Carla Gaines, winning training at California Horse Racing Board. And Carla Gaines, the winning trainer, she's the chairman of her own house.
Frank, you strike me as a well-read man.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
In fact, your face is really red.
Yeah.
Christina, aren't you glad you caught up with the winning rider?
Farley Star with a win here with Chantal Sutherland. That's back-to-back wins with you and this mare. She's 7 years old. Can you tell at all that she's sort of getting up there in age?
No, not at all. She's really just wonderful and easy to ride, and I mean, Carla does such a good job with her horses, and the owner, Keith Brackpool, is just so cool.
Tell me about your trip, because you saved ground. Was there a seam that came to you pretty easily, or did you really have to wait to swing outside?
No, the boys were riding tight, and around that turn, just waiting, and now you're stuck in there. You gotta wait, because if you do anything silly, you're gonna look silly. So I waited, and I'm like, come on, just a crack, just to get through, and it wasn't really happening. So I had to, idle for a second and just get her outside, and you worry if that's gonna cost you. But, I was lucky I got there in time.
Did you think you had it on the wire?
I thought I did, but then I went on the backside, and the guy's like, no, the one got it. I'm like, what? I was so bummed out, but I'm like, it's okay. And then trying to calm myself down, then I saw, my white shadow roll on the TV, so I was really happy.
But it went your way. Congrats, Chantal and Farley Star come home on top here.